and the class of 2025. I would like to start the 99th commencement for Yale School of Nursing by thanking these wonderful drummers from Wilbur-Cross High School Marching Band for Thank you for your excellent entrance for today's ceremony. We begin our ceremony by acknowledging that Yale School of Nursing is situated on the land of the past and present Quinnipiac people. It is with deep gratitude and respect that we honor the land, people, history, and tradition of the indigenous peoples who stewarded the land for generations and who are still connected to the land. We acknowledge as well the responsibility that comes with sharing the land and the painful history of this land. Our mission at Yale School of Nursing is to foster better health for all people. We embrace our commitment to health justice and to caring for all communities, especially those who suffer unacceptable health disparities. I'm very proud as I look out at this year's graduates. You are graduating at a time of change and challenge in healthcare, but it's also time of opportunity. The future is yours to create and shape and experience. Your time at YSN has given you tools. What you build with those tools, is now up to you and your colleagues. I hope you will help build a healthcare system in which care, compassion, and better health for all people are the guiding principles. I encourage you to keep in mind and respect the legacy to which you have inherited. Nursing is America's most respected and trusted profession. We reach that pinnacle of respect because, yes, let's applause. We reach that pinnacle of respect because of the nurses who have gone before you. They worked hard, often under very difficult conditions. They served valiantly in wars, in pandemics, and in the places far off the beaten path. Their service and the gratitude it yielded is the legacy to which you will now contribute. You will do this in many ways and from many positions. Some of you will be clinicians in hospitals, clinics, and private practice. Others will be researchers discovering new and better means of prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. Some will assume positions of leadership in organizations large and small. And I fully expect that at least a few of you will one day return to YSN and other universities around the world as educators. Getting where you are wasn't easy. You have earned not only your degree and your pin, but also our respect. Today, you go from being our students to being our colleagues. You are graduating at a defining moment, not just in your careers, but in history. Across the globe, and especially here in the United States, we are witnessing an unprecedented widening of the health disparity gap. Healthcare systems and science and research are under strain. Global health initiatives are being questioned, and the public square is flooded with misinformation that undermines science, erodes trust, and puts lives at risk. But amidst this turbulence lies your calling. Never before have nurses been more urgently needed, not only at the bedside, but at the forefront of advocacy, leadership, and truth. You are the champions of evidence. You are the defenders of health equity. You are the voice of those unheard and unseen. We have prepared you to lead with knowledge, integrity, courage, and compassion. And I have no doubt that you will rise boldly and relentlessly to confront these challenges and ensure that every person in every community has not just the hope, but the right to health and healing. The thoughts and best wishes of every faculty and staff members go with each of you. May yours be a career filled with wonderful moments of discovery, and may you always be empowered by knowledge that you are doing something worthwhile and meaningful. Congratulations. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Erin Morelli, Associate Dean for Student Life.
Good afternoon. I would like to recognize the students who helped to usher in our festivities this morning on Old Campus and this afternoon during our procession. These graduates were nominated by peers and faculty and chosen because of their exceptional leadership, scholarship, and community work. Please stand and be recognized when I say your name. Our banner bearer is Brenna Keogh. Graduating today from the Family Nurse Practitioner Program. Our student marshals for the Master of Science in Nursing program are Pediatric Primary Care Nurse Practitioner student and Student Government President Anita Anaha. And dual nurse midwifery and women's health nurse practitioner student Grace Lesser. The student marshal representing the Doctor of Nursing Practice program is Kimberly Medina. Also, every year we recognize a faculty member who exhibits outstanding teaching skills, serves as a role model, and displays excellence in nursing education as our faculty marshal. The 2025 faculty marshal is Clinical Doctor of Nursing Practice Program Director, Dr. Joanne Yanako. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for representing YSN and dealing with all of my emails and text messages. I also want to recognize the students who have participated in our YSN Student Government Association and in the Graduate and Professional Student Senate at Yale. If you have served in the roles of Executive Board, Student Faculty Liaison, Student Senator, or other student government roles during your time at YSN, please rise to be recognized for your important contributions to our school community.
We are fortunate today to have Dr. Richard E. Besser as our keynote speaker. Dr. Besser is President and CEO of Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, one of the organizations most deeply dedicated to supporting the quest for equity of healthcare access and elimination of health disparities in this country. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation is the leading national philanthropy dedicated to taking bold leaps to transform health in our lifetime. Through funding, convening, advocacy, and evidence building, Robert Wood Johnson Foundation works side by side with communities, practitioners, and institutions to achieve health equity faster and pave the way together to a future where health is no longer a privilege but a right. This aligns deeply with the values of YSN. Dr. Besser assumed leadership of the foundation in 2017. Prior to that, he was ABC News Chief Health and Medical Editor, providing medical analysis and reports for all ABC News programs, which reached millions of Americans. Notably, Dr. Besser also spent an extensive period of time at the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, including a period as its acting director. The doctor part is an MD from University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine, followed by residency at the renowned Johns Hopkins Hospital. Dr. Besser has the distinction of having been disinvited from delivering a lecture he had been invited to give at a major university because he had recently returned from a trip to Liberia and the hosts decided he was an Ebola risk. In response, Dr. Besser said, and I quote, you cannot catch Ebola in a lecture hall healing about the power of our communication during a public health crisis. I expect universities to find this kind of fear, not to feed it. What we need to do is communicate as strongly and as often as we can what the real risks are and what they aren't, end quote. He is here today to do just that, and his words seem very much about the challenging healthcare environment in which we now find ourselves. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Richard E. Besser.
I'm a little podium challenged here with the height situation. Dean Imami, esteemed faculty, staff, families, guests, and most importantly, members of the class of 2025. I am truly honored to share this special day with all of you and all the people who helped you reach this important milestone, your family, your professors, your friends, and your loved ones. I know some of the pride that they are all experiencing as a dad, having watched my two sons graduate from college. It's a time of celebration, a time of joy, a time of relief. You made it, and that is no small feat. You know, many of you started your training as we were emerging from the COVID pandemic. You know what it means to persevere and to lean into compassion. But given the state of the world you're graduating into, I also imagine that their feelings of relief may be joined by worry about the state of our health professions, public health and healthcare, which need you now more than ever. You may be afraid or anxious about how well your education and training have prepared you to weather the shifting intense social and political climate. It might seem the opposite of why I was asked to address you today, to celebrate such an important milestone. But I want to spend a little time talking about fear, courage, and why it will be important for you to embrace both of those in what will be a long, memorable careers of service. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said, "Our problem is not to be rid of fear, but rather to harness and master it." A friend of mine, John Palfrey, he's head of the MacArthur Foundation, he often says, courage is contagious. And that's something really important to remember in times like this. One of the greatest privileges of my life is that powerful, courageous nurses have surrounded me since I was young, starting with my grandmother, Pauline, one of the most important people in my life. You could say she was my North Star. My grandmother was a Jewish immigrant from Eastern Europe. She came here in 1902, like so many escaping anti-Semitism at that time. It's important to note in these times, when so much anti-immigrant sentiment, that my grandmother's story was like that of so many in America. She came here voluntarily, looking for opportunity or escaping persecution, joining many others who were brought here involuntarily through slavery. My grandmother grew up without much money in Philadelphia, selling chickens in the streets and working in sweatshops. A scholarship to nursing school made all the difference, including the fact she met my grandfather on the wards and told him that she was going to marry him. For more than 50 years, they had a practice in their row house in Philadelphia. Seeing patients down in their basement, they lived upstairs. My grandmother was generous. She believed I could do anything, and she spoiled me like crazy. Whenever I went to her house, I was assured that there was going to be a roast duck. It didn't matter, if I'd given her a heads-up warning, she had that duck and it was ready for me. What a difference it makes in life when someone believes in you. Your presence here today speaks to the fact that someone believed in you, even if for some, that someone was yourself. She also inspired me to speak out when I saw something I felt was unjust. She was an activist. She wrote letters all the time. She wrote to the racist mayor of Philadelphia, a guy named Frank Rizzo, and told him that his policies were wrong. When she saw something she felt wasn't right, she did something about it. She believed in justice, and she believed that she could make a difference. Everything about her life inspired me, pushing me to write letters to the American Medical Association, telling them as a medical student why I would never be a member, that they cared more about doctors' salaries than patients' lives. To my medical school administration, telling them why I thought it was immoral to use live animals in our student labs. Just as my grandmother's example made me passionate about pursuing social justice, I can only imagine what impact your influence will have in years to come. Nurses are the beating heart of the healthcare professions. As a doctor, yes. As a pediatrician, I've always known this to be true. I saw it in the nurse practitioners I learned from in community clinics in San Diego, Atlanta, New York City, and Trenton. I saw it in the nurses I worked with around the world, and it has never been more true than it is today. People trust nurses, and that is critically important at a time when trust and truth are being challenged. But maybe better than others, you know that hearts can grow tired. They can become overworked and overstressed. But a heart full of hope is a powerful healing agent. It allows you to connect not just to what you see, but what you feel and what you understand about everything that impacts the lives of the patients with whom you'll interact. During times like this, which are such a clear assault on many of our shared values, it's easy to forget to see patients' full humanity. But since you are now a member of one of the last remaining trusted professions, the combination of your empathy and expertise is going to be needed more and more. Nursing is about caregiving and about providing necessary care in times of crisis. It's also about recognizing and understanding the community in which your patients live and what the opportunities for health are and what some of the barriers might be. The power and influence of your perspective as healthcare's most trusted professionals can truly make a difference in the lives of your patients. But embracing your values is important for another reason. You're graduating into a social and political climate that features new elements that neither I nor many of your predecessors have ever had to encounter. The chilling effect of governmental attacks on free speech in academia, mass layoffs of civil servants and federal health workers, clawbacks of important research funding to nurse researchers and others, the rapid destruction of public health systems, retrenchment and rollbacks on diversity, equity, and inclusion, words that are so connected to the promise of America, but words whose meaning has been corrupted and distorted by those who seek to divide us. Disappearing data and research, the abandonment of our government's commitment to public health, and the projected cuts to programs such as Medicaid and the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program will lead to shorter, harsher lives for oh so many. All of this makes your work ever so more important because, to tell the truth, our healthcare and public health systems have never met the needs of all people. Those systems were intentionally built over time to exclude too many from getting the quality care that they deserve. But in all this devastation, there is also hope and an opportunity. You can have an instrumental role as a new generation of brave nurse leaders to build them back better, to help build systems that are truly inclusive and accountable to the needs of everyone in America. Your time, privilege, and opportunity studying at one of the world's finest universities has prepared you for a time such as this. Institutions such as Yale have a special role in modeling courage through defending shared values, free speech, and academic freedom. It's been encouraging to see that Yale signed on to the American Association of Colleges and Universities public statement, speaking out against the unprecedented governmental overreach. It was also powerful to see your university president issue an end-of-year statement about the importance of protecting free speech and academic freedom. Speaking out against governmental overreach that endangers all of higher education is the kind of leadership we need to combat tyranny. We need leaders of all of our institutions to stand up and boldly say no. A chorus of voices singing the same tune from their positions of power. Academia is the most fertile ground for protecting a universe of ideas, even ones that are controversial. This is why there is a long tradition of movements that emerge from colleges and universities. To endanger that is to jeopardize the future of our nation. Yale, the second richest private university in the country, has the resources to publicly fight back against government restrictions on free speech that violate constitutional norms. But even as individuals without institutional power, we can still push back through holding the line on our values. There will be many times in your life and career when you will have to be guided first and foremost by your values. Instead of succumbing to fear, I want to encourage you to continue scanning your environment and the horizons of your life for a North Star that will make things easier. You're here today because of the courage it takes to follow your calling. Each one of you has had to overcome challenges to get to where you are today, to have earned the right to walk across the stage and get your diploma. Remember what that feels like. That is the starting place to believing you have the power to change the world. Holding on to that feeling will also be helpful, especially in times where people believe the idea that one person can change the world is too idealistic, something you'll grow out of. You know, I graduated from medical school 39 years ago, and I'm pleased to report that I remain hopeful after all this time. I believe that we each have within us the power to effect change for the better, for ourselves and our families and our communities and in the world. I believe it as much today as when I was sitting in a seat just like you are. If our work toward a future where health is no longer a privilege but a right is to be successful, it will require the courage I know many of you already have, the courage to have difficult conversations, to push back on the idea that diversity, equity, and inclusion are un-American values. What I've seen and experienced over the years has shaped me, just as your experiences have shaped you. I've had the privilege of a career of approaching improving health from many different perspectives. As the dean said, as a pediatrician, a teacher, an epidemiologist, a public health professional, government official, a medical journalist, and now as a philanthropist. It's like I can't settle on what I want to do. You don't have to settle. With your nursing training, there's so many things that you can do over the course of your career. Each experience has given me insights into what it means to create conditions for people to live their healthiest life possible. You have had and will continue to have the honor of caring for people during some of the most challenging and vulnerable moments in their lives. I hope that you will allow what you've learned and experienced to enable you to see the humanity in everyone, in people who may be quite different from you, and that you leave each encounter feeling open and empathetic. You will encounter more and more in these challenging times situations that will test your ability to live your values, when you may have to choose whether to follow the mandated direction of the institution where you work or what is stated by our government and what is best for the people you serve. That will be true in your care for trans patients, whose humanity is often not seen fully and whose identity is being erased at the highest levels of our government. You may encounter situations like the one I faced many years ago working with a nurse in San Diego in a community clinic. She helped me evaluate a child who was losing weight. I couldn't figure out why he wasn't gaining weight, despite my best efforts. It was only through the trust this nurse established with this little boy's mother that we learned the truth. The child was just hungry and unfed. He was from a family with mixed immigration status, and the family was afraid to ask for food support from the government out of fear of deportation. So the child was going hungry because of that real, understandable fear. That nurse connected that child and mom to a food bank run out of a church. She saved his life by taking the time to connect, listen, and establish trust. Situations like this will become more common given the actions coming out of Washington. Nurses are primed to say these ongoing assaults on our values are not okay. Use the trust people feel for you. See the humanity in every patient. Work to make sure that everyone has the opportunity for health. Dream and imagine better, healthier lives for the people you will encounter, and know that your extraordinary, unique abilities, along with courage and empathy, are your superpowers. I know you will use them to the best of your ability as you begin your careers, and you will make the world a better place. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm looking forward to seeing all the good you will do as today you celebrate this fantastic, significant milestone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rich, for your thought-provoking and inspiring speech and for sharing your insight, knowledge, and vision for what American healthcare can be. The student address is a prestigious honor, and we thank everyone who submitted remarks for consideration this year. This year, we are going to hear from both a graduating DNP student and a graduating MSN student. Please welcome Clinical Doctor of Nursing Practice graduate, Dr. Melinda Rosado, for his address titled Nursing Leadership in a Time of Uncertainty.
Good afternoon, honored guests, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Today we are celebrating a momentous occasion, the culmination of many years of hard work and sleepless nights to stand before you as graduates of Yale University. We started this journey as ambitious students who wanted to further our education, but we are leaving as transformational leaders that will inspire and cultivate positive change in the nursing profession and in the healthcare system as a whole. Yale School of Nursing has taught us resilience in times of uncertainty, misinformation, and the ever-changing, fast-moving healthcare landscape. Despite the challenges we are faced with both professionally and personally, Yale has given us the knowledge and wisdom to lead with a spirit of advocacy and empathy. We nurses are warriors at the front line of patient care, having to navigate through global pandemics and public health crises. We are educators teaching the next generation of nurses, researchers who solve complex problems, technical specialists who lead technological breakthroughs, and policymakers that fight for a seat at the table. Although we may face extraordinary roadblocks to ensuring quality of care, we always persevere and work together to fight for the greater good of our most vulnerable populations in their times of need. Let us be proud of our accomplishments. This is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a new and exciting chapter of our lives. We are ready to face any obstacle, turning them into opportunities to continue to grow and thrive in our careers. However, we did not get to this moment alone. Let us thank our professors and mentors who challenged us to think outside of the box and pushed us to our greatest potential. Their passion and commitment to teaching have allowed us to succeed and grow with their wealth of knowledge, guidance, and valuable lessons. To our families and friends, Thank you for being there at our lowest points and celebrating with us at our highest. Juggling work, school, and family life has not been easy. Your love, encouragement, and understanding has given us the fuel to keep going and keep striving to be the very best versions of ourselves. To my fellow graduates, we have shared this journey together for many years. We supported each other, been a shoulder to lean on, and lifted each other up in the most difficult times. We shared so many cherished moments together that will not be forgotten. We finally made it, and we did it together. Congratulations, Yale School of Nursing, class of 2025. Although our time at Yale has come to an end, let us continue to lead with courage and compassion. Let us leave here with purpose, knowing that the future of healthcare is in our hands. We are ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Melinda. I would now like to welcome family nurse practitioner, Master of Science in Nursing graduate, Michael Bachman, to the podium for his address titled Break the System, Heal the World.
What's going on up here, but I brought my own copy. It's okay. Thank you, Dean Amami, Deputy Dean Sadak, esteemed faculty and staff, honored guests, beloved family and friends, and the class of 2025. It is moments like these, moments of liminality where we step out of one identity and into another that forces us to contemplate the future. What now? What next? What job will I accept? Where will I live? What will my salary be? And perhaps most importantly, will I ever be able to pay back these student loans with the price of eggs being what they are? But as we look to the future, I would like to take a moment, if you will allow me, to take a look back. Not to the moment in time some 2 or 3 years ago, where we stood on the starting blocks of what would become our journey through YSN, but rather back to the moment when we decided that we would even run the race to begin with. You see, I would remind you, class of 2025, that we are the generation of providers who came into this profession knowing a bit more clearly of the struggles that we would eventually face, because ours were the applications to this school, having just come through a global pandemic. The mantle that we inherited was done so with eyes wide open, having witnessed the countless news reports and social media feeds of a healthcare system in crisis. And yet, you all took up the call. You all responded with an emphatic yes, so filled with conviction that it carried you through to where you now sit today, the day of your graduation. And what a day that it is, the day when the innumerable hours of study and the quiet moments of self-doubt and the thousands of lives that you have all touched coalesce into the new mantle that we will carry with us into our future and into the world. A world that, perhaps now more than ever, cries out for that which a nurse is uniquely positioned to provide, a bridge between science and the soul. My friends, ours is a generation that has grown quite accustomed to the words unprecedented times. However, the very definition of the word unprecedented simply means novel or unexampled. And that, class of 2025, is what I would like to propose that we take up as our new call. Let us be unprecedented in our approach to rectifying the many injustices and inequities that await us. Let us bring novelty and innovation in our approach to patient care, refusing to permit even a moment more of the status quo. And though this charge is heretofore unexampled, I'm reminded by my pediatric rotations that an infant needs absolutely no example about how to break anything. And so as we progress into the infancy of our careers, I implore you, class of 2025, to question, to test, and when necessary, break whatever system you encounter where the inviolable dignity of the human being is not paramount. I acknowledge that there is inherent risk embedded within being a maker of change. It's far easier to comply, to conform, to keep your head down, and to follow the well-worn paths laid out by those who came before us. But we did not choose this profession because it would be easy. We chose it because we are unwilling to ignore that which has already been ignored for far too long, because we believe not abstractly, but viscerally, that the care of the human being is sacred. So when the system tells you to hurry, I hope you pause. When efficiency is prized above empathy, I hope you resist. And when someone tells you that's just the way things are, I hope that you summon the courage to say, not anymore. Class of 2025, we are not merely entering the workforce. We are entering the world, armed with science, with skill, and above all, with heart. May we advocate boldly, practice humbly, and lead courageously. The world needs the kind of provider that only you can be. Congratulations, my friends. Now, go be unprecedented. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. Very powerful. Now I would like to introduce Deputy Dean Dr. Tatiana Sadak to recognize the year's Commencement Award winners.
Good afternoon, everybody. Congratulations. I would like, hold on one second. Yesterday, we had a pleasure to honor members of our community in our Commencement Award ceremony. Charles Keene Jr. Memorial Scholars Aid Prize is given to a student who is deemed one of the leading graduating students who has demonstrated outstanding performance in scholarship, research, and clinical practice, and who through their accomplishments in leadership exemplifies Yale nurse. The prize was presented to family nurse practitioner graduate Craig Manban in yesterday's ceremony. Craig, please rise so we can celebrate you. Congratulations. Milton and Sydney Prize is given to a student who best exemplifies Yale School of Nursing's commitment to clinical research and its mission to contribute to better health for all people. This year's recipient is Healthcare Leadership Systems and Policy Doctor of Nursing Practice graduate, Dr. Dakota Danielle Lawton. Dakota, please rise so we can celebrate you. Congratulations. Heather Dawn Reynolds Equity Award was named for its inaugural recipient, who is an alumna and faculty, and who is our Student Equity Coordinator. It is given to a student who has demonstrated commitment to addressing health inequities. The 2025 winner of this award is psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner student Steve Lee. Steve, congratulations. Goodrich Award is given to a faculty member who carries on the tradition of excellence in nursing education. The award is named after the first dean of Yale School of Nursing. This year's winner is Carissa Tefano. Dr. Tefano, please be recognized. Congratulations to all of the award recipients. And now, we're at the point in our program that you all have been waiting for. In a few moments, our specialty and program directors will honor each graduate. All graduates will be presented with their diplomas and a nursing pin. Nursing pin is a long-standing tradition at Yale School of Nursing, and we are proud to present each degree recipients with a school's pin, as now you officially join the alum family at the Yale School of Nursing and Midwives. The nursing pins tradition began in late 1800s when Florence Nightingale honored some of the nursing school graduates by giving them a medal. The evolution of this honorary medal has become the nursing pin, a traditional gift given by many nursing schools around the world to honor their graduates. When your specialty director reads your name, please come up to the stage. I will hand you your diploma. Yale School of Nursing Alum Association President Carolyn Pizzelli will present you with your pin, and Dean Imami will congratulate you, and you could take a picture. All right, you guys got this. We got this. To begin our presentation of diplomas, I would like to introduce Dr. Marian Sear, Director of Adult Gerontology, Acute Care Nurse Practitioner Specialty. Marian.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner Specialty. Cassandra Burns. Abigail Lynn Crocker. Matthew Philip Cucurello. Christina Rose Riccitelli. Elizabeth Weems Gatlin. I would like to introduce Dr. Amy Marshall, Director of the Adult Gerontology Primary Care Nurse Practitioner Specialty.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Adult Gerontology Primary Care Nurse Practitioner Specialty. Shada Hariri. Sydney Ray Katz. Dana Lefland. Daisy Patricia Reyes Barnes. Jason Wayne Paul Stillwell. Samantha Ariana Wu. I would like to introduce Dr. Nicole Colleen, Director of the Family Nurse Practitioner Specialty.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Family Nurse Practitioner Specialty. Grant Oscar Swiss Anderson. Michael Aaron Backman. Camille Bundy. Vivian Franklin Chamberlain. Crystal Chu. Un Go Chung. Wesley Costa das Neves. Mankamal Dosanjh. Caroline Tracy Eldridge. Gabriela Estrada. Jessica Halverson. Janelle Salazar Caliangara. Hargan Carr. Brenna Keogh. Juwan Kim. Ying Len. Marcela Andrea Masias. Craig Linval Minbauman. Richard Kyle Manning. Teresa Maxim. Brianna Lynn McGrath. Maura Lee McManus. Kaylee Oswald. Celine Park. Chris Chi Kwan. Chen Shen. Molly Mariposa Skinner Day. Jeremy Tang. Julia Teresa Tomei. Natalie Rose Welsh. Christina Marie Wera. I would like to introduce Heather Reynolds, Interim Director of the Nurse Midwifery Specialty.
This is so fantastic to see you all here. I love it. I'm off script, by the way. It's definitely my pleasure to present the candidates for the Nurse Midwifery Specialty. Shania Bentley. Whew. Elizabeth Fall Curtis. AJ Espenson. Ashley Shard Evans. Shlomit Grulon. Courtney Lee Hott. And many me's. Hannah Grace Hurtubise. Go ahead, Hannah. Kathleen McGovern. Oh, sweet. Samantha Nebbiolo. Go, Sam. Olivia Riley. Kailu Shannon Froelich. Go, girl. I would now like to introduce Dr. Tamika Julian, Director of the Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Specialty, who will be presenting the dual program of midwifery in women's health and women's health nurse practitioner students.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the dual nurse midwifery specialty and women's health nurse practitioner specialty. Charlotte Lucinda Herzog Andrews. Frida Bequeath. Sophia Ray Breitag. Yamilka de Dios. Grace Lesser. Deanice Manegro. Brielle Marie Quarles. Michelle Shumanov. Judith C. Vega. It is also my pleasure to present the candidates for the Women's Health Nurse Practitioner Specialty. Izzy Lynn Alley. Nicole Christine Seal Shepherdson. Margot Draycott. Allie Michelle Perry Sorensen. Jessica Victoria Wipchowski. I would like to introduce Dr. Lauren Flagg, faculty in the Pediatric Nurse Practitioner Acute Care Specialty.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Pediatric Nurse Practitioner Acute Care Specialty. Gabriela Elizararis. Ashley Caddick. Allison Marie Rudolph. Tara Hannah Schultes. It is also my pleasure to present the candidate for a postmaster's certificate in pediatric acute care nurse practitioner, Agustina DeRocco. I would like to introduce Dr. Elizabeth Doyle, Director of the Pediatric Nurse Practitioner, Primary Care Specialty.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Pediatric Nurse Practitioner Primary Care Specialty. Maleka Ilidi. Marissa Amber Chen. Megan Catherine Coughlin. Lola Keene. Alexis Harmony Lee Velasquez. Jian Lee. Anita Ogachukwu Onoha. Daryl Orand. Emily Quinn Pham. Jacqueline Rojas. Ava Sulehi. Nicole Christine Showalter. Casey Rose Stewart. Courtney Swenson. Andrea Tumayo. James Andrew Weiss. Wing Hung Yoon. I would like to introduce Katie Maggio, Director of the Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Specialty.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Specialty. Yassine Alam. Amanda Armijo. Sarah Ann Bishop. Ji Cao. Christopher Austin Sermonara. Emily Criscolo. Sabrina Gail Denard. Gabriela Annette Disla Suarez. Jacqueline Elise. Amelia Fiertisch. Jack Guerra. Connor Davis Hayden. Joanne Morgan King. Kara Brooke Kolajazak. Steve Lee. Ratsumi Judy May. Christina Elizabeth Panzer. Pooja Yogendra Patel. Eleanor Isabel Pickering. Julie Andrea Rios Mendez. Gabrielle Marie Stouffer. Carolyn Parker Stewart. Madeline Woodworth. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Joanne Iannacco, Director of the Clinical Doctor of Nursing Practice Program.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Clinical Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. Olivia Joyce Chan. Kevin Matthew Cornett. George Correa. Lorianne Joan Gillis. Jiyoon Kim. Jordan Gerard Lewandowski. Yu Shou Lin. Kimberly Jean Medina. Kelly Johanna Prado. Nina Simon. Lolita Sherma Tremmel. Carolyn Ann Walsh. I would like to introduce Dr. Marianne Camilleri, Director of the Healthcare Leadership, Systems, and Policy, Doctor of Nursing Practice Program.
It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the Healthcare Leadership, Systems, and Policy Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. Megan Joelle Allen. Abigail Hildegard Beekner Baugh. Lacey Einon. Kristen Freed Royce was unable to be here today. Hugo Mazenke Gozos. Renee Hammond. Christopher David Hardman. Danielle Therese Husman Meritia. Ryan Jeffrey Kimball. Elizabeth Labish is unable to be here today. Dakota Danielle Laudem. Mark Lee. Oscar Renee Padilla. Jenny Revijas O'Neill.
Kristen is here. Kristen is here.
Oh, she is here? Okay. Is she, where is she? Yeah, okay, okay. I guess Kristen Fried Royce made it today. Melinda Rosa Rosado. Janet Elise Rusco. Kalina Surma. Christopher D. Tarquinio. Thank you. I would like to invite Caroline Pacelli, President of the YSN Alumni Association, to the podium.
Well, congratulations. Good afternoon. It is an honor to congratulate all of you today. Your dedication and passion have led you here, and today we have celebrated your achievements and the impact you will make on our goal of better health for all. Always embrace and live the core values of compassion, integrity, and excellence instilled to you during this time at Yale. These principles will guide you through the opportunities and challenges as we innovate the future of healthcare together. So now, I am totally bursting with excitement to welcome you to the Yale School of Nursing alumni community. It's official now. Yeah. So, there's always a so. You are now part of the supportive, incredible network of our YSN alum family. And we are ready to work together, to mentor, to collaborate, to celebrate with you. Together, we can drive positive change in nursing. Within your diploma folder, you'll find an informational postcard you can fill out. Please don't toss it, because we really need you to stay engaged with us and be together with the Alumni Association, regardless of where you live and where life takes you. The possibilities are endless. As you may have known, we are part of the Centennial, the panels, the life balance, all kinds of different things. And of course, there's a Yale-Harvard game coming up, so we need to have a lot of fun together. So hold on to the passion that brought you to Yale. Let it inspire you to seek knowledge, innovate, and advocate for others. The future of nursing is so bright, and it begins together with you. So congratulations.
Thank you, specialty and program directors and Caroline. In a few moments, we will conclude our ceremony. But before we do, I want to make a brief logistical announcement. Our faculty and graduates will be first to exit, guided by YSN staff ushers. Our graduates will follow the staff ushers to the stage door to come back for a group photo on stage. I ask our guests to please wait until the graduates have departed. Ushers will then invite you to exit the theater. And now I invite the class of 2025 to thank their families, friends, and significant others who helped them reach this important milestone. Class of 2025, please rise. This is your moment. You have overcome every hurdle, gracefully embraced challenges, mastered an extraordinary set of skills, and we are ready to send you off. Congratulations! This concludes the Yale School of Nursing's 2025 commencement ceremony. Thank you everyone for being a part of YSN community and enjoy the special day. Congratulations everyone.
Thank you.